What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back on the video on the channel. Today, it's very apparent what I got. The sign and the logo are right here. Yeah, so I don't know why I have to do this, but I do it anyway. Wingstop. Had to go back to my favorite toxic relationship. For those who don't know, I've been under the weather for the last week or so, and obviously I didn't really get to record or eat much, so yeah, I had to kind of go back to my roots and what's going to make me feel good. So I had to go back to my favorite toxic relationship, which is Wingstop. Kind of like a Wingstop's greatest hits compilation of the things that I've enjoyed the most. And one different thing, just a little tweak, minor tweak to it. But other than that, this is pretty much what I love from Wingstop, except I screwed up and forgot to click the one thing that I do care about the most. I know people don't like me for it, but I didn't get all drums. I got a mix. I usually like to get all drums, but other than that, that's on me, Wingstop. I usually blame you because you know how we fight, we break up, we make up, all that kind of stuff. Not today. That one's on me. So let me just give you the rundown of what we got and then get into it. Y'all hear the drool? I drool every time before I eat. It's pretty sad. Start off with the other side, the left. The new orange Szechuan sauce. It's still out. I really enjoyed it, especially on the boneless thighs. So I did get an order of the thigh bites, the boneless thighs, with the fries on the side. Those are lemon pepper fries, lightly seasoned lemon pepper, extra well done. Always got to do extra well done on everything. Let me get that out of the way first. Over here we have a 10-piece wing meal. We've got the lemon pepper. I'm fighting my own drool again. And the garlic parm, my two favorite flavors that are on the regular lineup, as well as the fried corn. Normally they have the Cajun corn, but I changed the seasoning. Last time I did lemon pepper, tried it for the TikTok. This time I'm gonna try something for myself. I did the Parmesan lemon pepper. Of course, gotta have the double up on the ranch. Y'all know Wingstop has the goated ranch. And the Diet Coke, the small and the large. I guess I didn't click large on one of them. But it is what it is. Let's get into it. I missed y'all a lot, and I'm happy to be back. First bite, I can't wait. Lemon pepper is just the goat. Come in here. I gotta share this with y'all. Extra well done for a win. There it is. And I tell you, that'll make you feel good. That'll make you feel good. Oh my goodness. Y'all can fight me on this one. Lemon pepper is just a tried and true. It is the best. Garlic parm I love too. Gotta give me a drum. Always at least gotta start with the drum. Look at the dusting of that Parmesan seasoning. Get that garlic. Oh my goodness. So good. We're just gonna run it down right now. Orange Szechuan, the thigh bites. I'm telling you, that's like orange chicken Panda Express. Dub. And the lemon pepper fries. Y'all see the seasoning? It's a must. Last but not least, I gotta try these. Like the Parmesan corn. Upgrade. This is not in slow motion. I am. W order. W restaurant. Oh, wipe my hands real quick. We're gonna go in. Let's chop it up a little bit. Let's talk. Let's vibe. I missed y'all. It's been a week. I'm trying to fill you in on what's been going on. Before I do, my Wingstop posts do well on TikTok for whatever reason. And I always look in the comments, and there's always people that's got something to say about Wingstop. Now, I fight with Wingstop more than anybody. When people are telling me that Wingstop is mid, I love you, but I got something to say. Get your order right. Your order is wrong. You ordering the wrong stuff. I used to think the same thing. I'll be the first person to say that half their sauces are mid. Hawaiian, mid. Cajun, mid. Atomic, spicy but mid. Korean Q, nah, that's good. I don't even know the rest of them because I don't even look at them. You got lemon pepper? You could do buffalo if you want to, or hot, whatever you want to call it. But, garlic parm, Korean Q, orange Szechuan, I'm pretty much done. You ordering the wrong stuff. And then you get flats. That's your discretion, that's fine. But you ain't getting them extra well done? Said the wings are soggy. You clearly didn't get them extra well done. Get your order right. When your order is right, I don't think you sit here and tell me that that's mid. And then y'all like Buffalo Wop. B-dubs is mid. I've eaten her 4 times. I've never left satisfied. That's mid. I'll just keep it in the bucket. It is what it is. I've had it in the restaurant, out of the restaurant, and I've literally sat there. This is not joking. First time I did it was in Iowa. I was in college. Right? I didn't have no B-dubs near me at this point. For good reason. And I went with a bunch of my friends, teammates, and we ordered every wing. Every flavor of wing. So we had never tried it. We were excited. I might have liked like 2 or 3 of them. Liked. The rest of them, super mid. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I don't think your opinion is wrong. But I do think that there's a high probability if you don't like Wingstop, your order is not right. That's all. As you were. I just felt like I had to say it. Because the first time I ordered Wingstop, I hated it. I said I'd never go back. It wasn't until it was probably like 2017 I did this. First time I got it. There's a Wingstop a mile from my house, no joke. I said I'd never go back. 2020, towards the end of the year, about September, I started this YouTube channel. At the behest of a few of you, because I said I thought Wingstop was mid, I went back. Y'all told me it's different orders, different stuff. And I acquired Wingstop. And it slapped. Y'all fixed my order. Respect. And now I'm in a toxic relationship. Funny how that going then. Your order's probably not right. I'll try to help you out. You watching saying, so I know I'll be doing this too, right? Somebody out there is watching this screen and they're like, man, that's cap. I'm telling you. I'll be doing that too. I get you. I said what I said though. Get you some Wingstop. Get your order right. Okay? Anyway, ooh, look at this one. Here, y'all want to see it? Wow. So, it's been a week. If you do follow me on other social media platforms, IG, in this case, you probably do know already that for the second time in my life, Mr. 19 got me. Now, a little different this time. When I got in 2020, it was right at the start of this whole fun. Now that we're heading into 2022 and it's still hanging around. But the first time, when I tell you I was sick, I was sick. Like, for about a week and a half, I barely could eat. I did nothing but sleep. Super tired. Run down. Fever. Chills. Cough. The whole nine. Fast forward this time. Different variant. We got Omarion. Yes, I know the real name, but I'm forever calling it Omarion. Right? Icebox his way into my life. Is what it is. This time is different. I got the jab, you know. So, it was on Monday that I started to feel like a fever. I was cleaning up my studio and I started to feel a fever. Came home. I was like, alright, maybe I'm a little sick. But the first time, my temperature, when I got it in 2020, was 102 plus. It was like 102.7, something like a radio station. This time, it was about 99.9, 100.4, around there. I took my temperature like 30 times, and I'm like, nah, this ain't happening. Same bit. But other than that, that first day, I felt really tired. That was really it. I had a in-home like rapid test. Took it first time, it was negative. I was like, oh, bet. You're supposed to take 2 in 48 hours. Second one, how it works is it has these 2 stripes on it. And if you have 1 stripe, you're negative. If you have that stripe plus another stripe, then you're positive. The second stripe that came back positive was literally like the faintest stripe I'd ever seen, but it was there, so I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah. So, this time for me, with the jab, as they call it, you know, after the first day of a fever, by the second day I didn't have a fever anymore. I was still tired, and I was just mad, like, congested. A little bit of a sore throat, and just congested, in my nose especially. Like, blowing my nose a lot, and I couldn't breathe through my nose, because it was so congested, you know. Because of that, I was still eating, actually. I didn't lose my appetite. The first time I lost my appetite, first time I lost my sense of smell, I lost my sense of taste. That came back after a week. This time I didn't at all. So, the only thing I couldn't do was eat and talk, because if I'm chewing, I have to breathe through my nose, and I couldn't. So eating was annoying because obviously I couldn't talk. Unless if I was an ASMR guy, we still would have been eating on camera, but I couldn't. So I just took the time to kind of say, you know what, I have to stay home. I'll abide by the rules. And I'm just gonna kind of like stay low key for a week. I didn't really go on my phone at all. I barely checked my phone. I spent most of my time in bed, sleeping. But a lot more mild symptoms. I didn't really feel. The first time I was like, yo, I'm sick. Look, even the thing is focusing. It's like, hey. I was like, yo, I'm like sick, bro. I'm like, uh-oh. This time was more of a sign of like, by day 2, I felt better. Still sore throat, but by day 4, I was like, all right, I'm pretty good. But I still, low-key, spent Christmas, didn't get to see my family on Christmas. Last year, my mom got it really bad, and I don't want to get anybody sick. So, even though I was feeling okay, I still stayed away. I didn't want to get anyone sick. Like, I don't want to be that guy. So, I've been home. Other than taking my dogs outside to run around the yard, I have not left my house in the last, well, it's been a week today. So, 10 days. I got till Wednesday. Not a big deal for me. I'm back recording at least. And, I don't feel anything at this point. I'm fine. But I'll abide by the rules. But people were wondering, a lot of you guys, people that didn't really even use Instagram, some of you guys DM me on Instagram, like, yo, I don't even be on Instagram, but you alright? You ain't uploaded in 5 days? And, for those people, I just want to say my bad. I know you guys are cool, like, you don't owe me anything, but at the same time, if I'm someone that watches somebody regularly, I would at least want to know what's up, and I at least should have put something out there. But by nature, me as a person, forget content, just me. I'm, people don't separate the content creator from the human, but I'm still gonna fill you in on this. Like, by nature, I'm just a very private person. Like, I don't really disclose personal stuff. Like, if I'm sick, some people will start posting more when they're sick because they're like, they want attention. I'm not a type of dude. Like, I like to kind of keep my life, like, to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people have been like, how come you don't bring your family or your whatever on here? For the same reason. They didn't really sign up for this. So, people say rude stuff to me, I'm cool with it. I signed up for it. At this point, I do bring my friend Sam on, and he's cool with it. To an extent. Like, he's cool with it because he don't really care. And I know that. But some things I always just keep to myself. So if I get sick, for me, I would just like go to bed. Like, I don't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? So that's just like my personality. I always try to keep my private life private. I don't really like talk about myself a lot. This channel is probably the first time that I've ever like just divulged things about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's something I got to get used to. If it ever happens again, like, I'll post at least a story like, yo, I'm alright, I'm just sick. At least something. I should have put something. So that's my fault. You know what I'm saying? I'm man enough for that. But yeah. As far as like that stuff, people always want to know. My camera going wild, bro. Hey. Focus. What's wrong with you? Out here tripping. See that? But yeah. I know people always ask, like, if you never had it. I've had it twice. So, people want to know what it's like. I kind of fill you in a little bit. I'm not here to debate all that. Whether you should get the shot or not get the shot. I can't tell you what to do. Did I? Yes. As a person who's had it, with the shot and without the shot, it was 1,000 times worse without it. Whether you want to have reasonings why or not, I'm only telling you my own personal experience. I'm not telling you what to do. So, that's all I'm going to say about it. I don't like the fact that it's become political. This is your risk. This is your health. This is who you are. You decide what you want to do with you. But, hopefully everybody abides by the rules as far as what to do and what not to do if you decide to get it or not. That's all I'll say about it. Corn good, though. But yeah. Yeah, I have no idea though. It was so weird. I looked at food for like a year, like this whole year, because I just for like I didn't. This whole year, that was the only time I like started eating on camera all the time. Like, I rarely, if ever, would eat food not on camera. You know, no matter what. I don't eat all day. A lot of people don't realize that, but I have been fasting since like 2016. You know, actually I've been fasting since 2010. Started fasting in college. So I've been fasting in one meal since like 2016, 2017. But so because of that, the majority of the food I ever eat in my life is always on camera. So when Tuesday rolled around and I was hungry, but I couldn't use my nose, so I couldn't talk, I'm like, all right, let me get some food. So I got Chinese food. And I sat in my house and I ate it. And the whole time I was like, this feels weird. I'm so, like, just to pick up food and eat it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so used to like, okay, I'm not showing anybody, you know, but it just felt really strange. It's weird how much condition you get to do certain things. So because I'm barely talking and eating, I'm still making all the noises I normally make though. It's a lot weirder when you're not on camera and you got some lo mein and you're like, but ain't nobody here to watch it. You get used to it. I prefer this. And that's good. I didn't cook once last week either. I was fortunate enough that I still got to eat my family's food on Christmas. My mom actually dropped it off at my door. So, at least I got some food. Couldn't really talk to anybody, couldn't get anybody a hug or nothing like that, but at least still have some mac and cheese. A lot of it. But to everybody out there, I know there's a lot of people that actually have it right now. A lot of people going through. Maybe you know somebody who has it. Maybe you spent Christmas or the holidays by yourself too. Like, I know it's not the most fun thing in the world, but try to see the bigger picture, you know. Last year, my mom had it really bad. She was in the hospital for a month around this time of year. So, to me, as much as I was like, I wish I could just, you know, see everybody, it was better than the year before where I didn't know I was going to see someone again. You feel me? And I know sometimes some people, not everybody, but some people are like, you know, I just want to be able to do this or be able to do that. Like, I want to do a lot of things, but just try to see the bigger picture when it comes to stuff like that. You know, there's bigger things in life than not having to wear a covering on your head, and your face, and be able to go in a store. And I doubt anybody watching me would be the type of person like that. But if you are, like, you know, see the bigger picture when it comes to stuff like that. The type of person that I am and always will be is, I realize that it's not about me. It's about the people around me. It's about the people I care about. It's about the people that even watch me, you know? It's never about me. I'm just a spoke, you know, a gear, a part of it. Without the people around you, you don't have anything. So, because of that, this was definitely the first holiday I've ever had where I didn't go near my family. Weird. But with technology the way it is today, I still spoke to everybody. I still have everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, it's just a day. And I'd trade a day to have a life with people still there, you know? You get a lot of time to think about this kind of stuff when you're sitting by yourself. 24 hours a day. You know, dogs don't talk. So, I always kept that in mind. You know, I still have people keeping me company. You know, people talking to me every now and then. Also, and at the end of the day, like, I tried to let that kind of be a thing. Because this is the second time I had to stay in my house for 2 weeks, bro. It ain't the most fun thing in the world. But I got a house. I got stuff in here, you know. I watched every Die Hard movie ever. I really did. I watched a lot of movies, bro. I'm sitting here watching TV like crazy. Die Hard is my favorite Christmas movie. And yes, it's a Christmas movie. There's Christmas trees and lights and songs in it. Therefore, it's a Christmas movie. I don't want to hear nothing about it. Bruce Willis is better than Santa. So, if you've never seen Die Hard, I don't know what you're doing. The only one I remember watching, though, when it came out, was the third one, because it came out in the 90s. I think the first one came out in like 88. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I've watched it a billion times now, though. I think the second one came out like 90 or 91. And the third one came out like the mid-90s. And I remember watching them on HBO all the time. And that's how stuff goes for me. So, the third one, he was Samuel L. Jackson. You know, you're chasing around some German guy and great, whatever. But it made me go back and watch the old ones, and now I love Die Hard. There's 5 of them. I only like the last 2, the first 2. Yeah. New movies suck, bro. Like, they always try to make stuff like PG-13 and like, where are the curse words? Okay? You don't know what Die Hard is really. It's Bruce Willis, who's like my favorite action hero. Even though I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. And Wesley Snipes. I'm going Wesley the man. Wesley the man. You know, Wesley the first. I'm going on that in a second, but I'm gonna go off topic. Bruce Willis is like, to me, Bruce Willis would be like somebody's dad. You know what I'm saying? like Arnold, Stallone, even Wesley Snipes, like, you know, Chuck Norris, like they're all like super swole, you know what I'm saying? Like army type looking dudes, and you know, they all got these like machine guns and all over the place, and you know, Bruce Willis looked like somebody's dad, bro. Like he looked like you could be your friend's dad and live down the street. Oh, that's so-and-so's dad, right? You know, that's what made him like so cool. You know, he had receding hairline. He had a receding hairline in '88. I don't even know how old he was in '88, but he already had the McDonald's arch hairline. Dude with a receding hairline stops a whole international group trying to rob a tower of people because he's there for his wife's Christmas party in LA because they separated. And he in a 40-story building, and he's hiding all the stories of the building and diffusing, you know, devices, and you know. But he had to walk over broken glass at one point. He had glass on his feet, right? He jumped off the building. He had the fire hose on his waist, and he jumped down and swung. But it was still believable. It's like, you know, when you watch Arnold, sometimes you're like, man, ain't nobody doing that. Like Rambo, like Stallone, he'd take down a whole army of people, one person with a bow and arrow and a knife. Nobody got aim. Nobody can hit these people. So it's kind of like unbelievable. Stallone, like, you know, so I'm like, what, bro? But, no, Bruce had it, you know. I like Arnold too, because he's a Terminator, and that's the whole, I love Terminator, the whole different thing. But, see, the 90s, I think the 80s too, but the 90s was like action movies. Like, it's always like one guy, right? Something happened, right? They kidnap his sister, or his daughter, or his wife, or somebody's kidnapped, or there's like a group, he's at a hockey game. I think that was Van Damme, actually, it was a hockey game. And at a hockey game, and they take over the hockey game, and then some reason, like, Van Damme is there, right? Because he's there, like, with his daughter, right? And he's like, I have to stop them. So then he goes and he runs around, he's like swinging from like skating ice and pucks and stuff, and you know, that's how all these movies be. And then eventually, like, there's always a leader. Like, a leader always, he had like a weird thing, like an eye patch or one eye, or like acne or scar, one of these, right? And you know, they find his daughter because she's in the stands, and they're like, find her, and then they find the daughter, and he like, there's always like a grand finale where they're like standing on top of a ledge or something, and he's got the daughter, and he's like, let her go, and then they don't let her go, but somehow he manages to save the day, and he got the daughter, and then he's like, he's dirty, and he always got blood all over his face and hands, and it's every movie. Yeah, there was a billion of those in the 90s, right? Passenger 57, Wesley Snipes, right? Wesley was my main dude because there weren't that many black action heroes, bro. When you're black, you're trying to find somebody to look up to. The black person, all right, gotta go with Wesley. You know, Passenger 57, he's on a plane, and he's like a guy who teaches people how to stop plane attacks. So he ends up on a plane that gets attacked, of course. And he's on a plane, and a dude, and he got the flight crew is all part of the staff. And then he on a plane, and he hide in the bathroom, and he called people, and he got to take the plane over, right? And he said a little line. He was like, y'all play roulette. And the dude was like, yeah. And he said, always bet on black. You gotta say corny lines like that. That's the movies, bro, I'm telling you. And then like at the end of the day, the plane's in the air, the plane comes down, and he saves the day, and then he get the girl, and that's all, every movie ever. Yeah, watch them all. I just described to you the plot of 57 movies that came out between 1988 and like 1996, okay? There's always a device and one person with impossible odds and an attractive woman to help him. And maybe like a wisecracking sidekick, Steven Seagal, Under Siege 2. Yeah, Morris Chestnut, a train. There's always a train, or a plane, or a hockey rink. Y'all think I'm joking, bro. If you are a millennial, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a dude, and he always ends up shirtless or with a tank top on. Swole. Be hanging from ledges and stuff. Like, you could have died 50 times already, bro. And there's like henchmen with machine guns, and they never can hit the guy. And he runs and he dives and he's hiding in stuff, and like they never hit him. Nobody ever trains to do battle because they can't hit anybody. They can't hit anybody. They're worse than like the bots in Call of Duty. No aim. Yeah. Stoked though. You gotta watch it. Awesome time. Yeah. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna go watch one right now. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna watch. Something like that. Drop your action movies below. I watched them all. I haven't watched a Seagal movie in a while. I think I watched Under Siege. That's a dope one. First one. One man, impossible odds. Just change it. He's on a boat this time and not a train in the first one. That's it. That's all it is. Anyway, that was a little check-in. Wingstop. Go to order. I love y'all. We'll be back tomorrow. More content. 10 times. Maybe to YouTube.